Welcome back. So as you can see, I'm in these glorious woods again today. Got about 6 weeks before it starts to change. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the age. A student asked me, I can't remember which student asked me, but if you're watching the video, you can claim it later on in the video, in the comments, can't you? But the question was, why do I get the age wrong? Why are they not showing me the age that they passed at? So that's what we'll be looking at in this video. Now it's going to be a short video. There's not really much to elaborate on here, so I'll cover the pointers, and then from there, take the information and do what you like with it. Hopefully it improves in an area or gives you an understanding of the way that your mind is working. So firstly, you have to establish, who you are, what you're about. So let me give you an example, which I have already shared on a video on the channel, where a student was working with my uncle, and the student asked my uncle what his job occupation was. And I never knew him to have an occupation. I didn't know him to work. So the answer was nothing. And that's what he got when he asked the communicator, what did you do for an occupation? And the answer was nothing. And what that student did was like, that's it, it's not working, what's going wrong, I don't understand, blah, blah, blah. But I had to express to him the spirit world are very literal. And so the literal answer there was nothing, but you questioned faith, you questioned mechanics, rather than just saying, I'm not receiving any information, therefore it must be nothing. Hindsight is a wonderful thing though, isn't it? And so we can look back and laugh at it and see where the lesson was coming from there. It was something that we now understand because it was very literal, but in the moment, which we've all done, we've questioned our ability or our mechanics, our relationship with the spirit world. And so this is what you have to establish when you're getting things like the age wrong or the relationship wrong. So if you're someone that's very indecisive in your everyday life, you can't make a decision, or you're not to the point, or you don't express your question cleanly enough for someone to understand it to answer you directly, then I'm afraid you're going to find this in your mediumship, because this is how your mind is set up. And we all know the spirit world are working with our mind, and you are the instrument. And so if you, in your consciousness and your subconsciousness, are indecisive in any way, or you're not very good at expressing questions or trying to get the information that you're trying to extract from someone in your everyday, at work, at home, family, friends, loved ones, and you are someone that kind of beats around the bush, then you're going to beat around the bush in your mediumship. So firstly, before we can fix any problem, we have to understand, who are you? How do you operate? How does your mind work? And is your expression good? And then from there, we can make relevant changes to get better results for you in things like passing, relationship, age, so on and so forth. Now, we've all seen or heard of the tutors that go, no, you got it wrong, go back and ask them again, because they want you to do it their way. And sometimes that just doesn't work. I appreciate not everyone is like me, and I am not like everybody else. And the truth of the fact is, we're all absolutely unique with our own traits and our own characteristics. So what we do in my classroom is we understand you as the individual first, and then from there we can give you the relevant mechanics, because we have an understanding. You've addressed yourself. You've addressed the ego. You've seen where the problems are, the stumbling blocks, and now we can add side steps or additional mechanics to help you through said problem, something like age. So we need to be on point. We need to be blunt. So let me give you an example of my everyday. Let's say I say to Carol, most of you have dealt with Carol, she does all the admin, which is a huge relief for me now. But let's say, what's the day today? It's Wednesday today. So let's say I say to Carol, what am I doing tomorrow? Carol will usually do something like, well, tonight you've got to do this, and tomorrow you're doing that, and then on Friday I'll just stop her immediately. I didn't ask Wednesday and Friday. I didn't ask that. I asked Thursday. I'm unclear on Thursday. So what am I doing Thursday? And to some of you, you may go, "God, you're so rude. I wouldn't be able to put up with you." But you know, it's the way I am. I asked a very specific question: what am I doing Thursday? I need the answer only for Thursday. I don't need Wednesday and Friday. And so what happens is my expression is clean. It's not rude, it's to the point. I appreciate maybe blunt. And I received the answer exactly as I asked for the answer. And so in mediumship, it seems very natural, it seems very normal, because my conscious, my everyday, my subconscious, and my mediumship all work in tandem. I recognise that about myself. I've worked on the areas that needed working on, and forever will be working on. And because of that, I know how the mind works, how I would be used as an instrument. Therefore, I can implement the mechanics to give me better accuracy and better results, better communication, better. So, as I said, it wouldn't be a long video, but to round it up, kind of in short, who are you? You know, do you know your weaknesses? Is your expression exactly as you want your expression in your everyday life, in your work, in your home, in your family, in your relationships? Is it how you'd want it to be? If not, what a wonderful lesson you learn along the way. Another ingredient producing a better you and a better medium. So like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you aren't already. And I'm going to do another video while I'm out on this glorious day. So I'll see you in the next video.